Hello everyone, what is up? It is me, AlbyMTG. For today's video, I will be showing you the deck that I've been playing a lot here on MTG Arena. This is going to be Sultai Elementals. The deck is very, very value driven, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and so I thought that I would show it to you guys. I don't play a ton of Arena, but when I do, I'm choosing to play this deck because this deck is a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll go through it here. So we have 3 copies of Healer of the Glade, 4 Wild Growth Walker, 4 Risen Reef, 2 Vine Mare, as well as 2 Yark the Desecrated. Those are going to be our elementals for the elemental package. To go along with it, we also have the Explore package. We have the 4 Wild Growth Walker, 4 Merfolk Branch Walker, 4 Jade Light Ranger. And then to go along with those, we just have some good value creatures. We have the Llanowar Elf so that we can get our game plan going a little bit sooner. We have Hostage Taker, which is just a really good card if you're in blue and black. We also have 3 copies of Hydroid Krasis, which again is a great late game finisher. Having flying is a great way to finish out this to finish out the games with this deck, because there's a lot of games where we'll go really wide after accruing a ton of value and then just be able to make a large Hydroid Krasis, and that's how we'll take down the game. And then the final 2 cards that we have here, we have 2 copies of Assassin's Trophy to deal with some of the Planeswalkers and other pesky permanents, and then we have 2 copies of Command the Dreadhorde. We do have a lot of random life gain in this deck. We have the 4 Wild Growth Walkers to go along with the Explore creatures, so there's a good chance that we'll be getting some life off of Wild Growth Walkers, as well as having the Healer of the Glades. They're very, very good against mono red, and even in the games where we're not against mono red, gaining the 3 life still helps us with Command the Dreadhorde. Getting the 3 life means that we can get back an additional Healer of the Glade as well as one of these 2 drops essentially for free. And then as we look to the mana base, we have 2 islands, 1 swamp, 3 forests, 1 drowned catacombs, 2 watery grave, 4 overgrown tomb, 3 woodland cemetery, 4 breeding pools, and 4, or I think I said 3, 4 breeding pools, and 4 hinterland harbors as our lands for this deck. I didn't put together a sideboard yet because I've been playing the solo matches, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and play a few games with it now, and I'll edit those so that you guys don't have to look at like really random games where we either just, the opponent quits on turn 2 or anything like that, but I'll see you guys here as we get ready for the first game. So we did lose to Temur Elementals, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens here in game 2. And again, for my rank, I I don't play much Arena, so I'm still Silver tier. I'm sure if I tried harder, I could be above Silver tier, but again, I just don't play much Arena. I've been really enjoying Magic Online recently. This hand seems like a Snapkeep double Risen Reef. I'll start with a forest, pass the turn. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Magic Online recently, doing some modern events. Looks like we're against Reanimator here, would be my guess. Yeah, Reanimator. Alright, we'll go for another forest and pass the turn. The good thing about the Reanimator deck is that they also don't have much removal, so we should be able to just live the dream here with our Risen Reefs. Plays a Charter Course, and Hinterland Harbor into Risen Reef, and we'll hit a Llanowar Elf. Sure, that gives us something to do next turn as well, because then we can go Risen Reef plus Llanowar Elf, setting ourselves up for a fairly large Hydroid Krasis here in the near future. It is important, though, to keep track of their graveyard. Right now, they really don't have anything, like any Reanimator targets in their graveyard, so that's nice. Stitcher Supplier can attack for 1. We are certainly not blocking. No blocks. And another swamp into Fibblethip. Okay, sure. Just kind of cycles. We'll play Hinterland Harbor. We'll play out a Risen Reef. Get double triggers. Hit Merfolk Branch Walker and Wild Growth Walker. There we go. We'll play out Llanowar Elf, so the next turn we'll have access to 5 mana, or actually we'll have access to 6 mana. So we'll probably just go Wild Growth Walker plus Jade Light Ranger. I think is probably just the best way to do it. Also notably, once we start hitting black sources, one of the interactions that comes up sometimes against the people playing the Reanimator deck is that they'll put something crazy in the graveyard to reanimate for themselves, and we'll just Command the Dreadhorde it instead, so we'll get their crazy big creature when originally they thought they were supposed to get their crazy big creature. We are missing black sources though right now, unfortunately. Is that the 4th Charter Course in the top 20 cards? or top 19 cards, yeah. Alright, discards Scholar of the Ages. Okay, that's fine. Yarg is sweet, but again, we're missing a black source right now. So we're going to start off with Wild Growth Walker, hit double Risen Reef triggers, draw second Yarick, and Hostage Taker. Again, still missing on those black sources. Play land, play Jade Light Ranger, and hit, there we go, there's some black sources. We're going to go no attacks. I think I'm going to have to discard a hand size, right? Can this return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield? I don't know if there's any way for them to reanimate my Yarick or not, but that's what I'm thinking about discarding right now. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll discard our own Yarick. And then we'll have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana next turn, so we'll go Yarick into Merfolk Branchwalker. Or I guess we won't go Yarick into Merfolk Branchwalker, because Yarick is definitely getting taken from this Thought Erasure. What? I mean, sure. Sure, man. You do you, man. I don't have I don't have second black source, but sure. And I'm definitely not reanimating this. Return instant and sorcery cards when I have, I guess, just Command the Dreadhorde. So we're going to pay 2 life. We're going to do exactly what we said we'd do. Go for the Yarick, hit 4 Risen Reef triggers. And we'll get Llanowar Elves, Merfolk Branchwalker, take the action on the land, and then draw Healer of the Glade. We'll follow that up with the Merfolk Branchwalker that they know about. Get some Explore triggers. Assassin's Trophy seems fine. We'll keep the Assassin's Trophy on top just in case they do end up reanimating something crazy. Got the Wild Growth Walkers now. In terms of attacks, I don't mind trading like they're just gonna chump with Stitcher Supplier. We'll go for these attacks. I'm assuming he blocks. He might trade here. Doesn't look like he wanted to trade there. That's fine. Mills over. Again, no good reanimation targets. Alright, so he has 5 mana now, so he has access to the 5 mana reanimation spell. Or Massacre Girl. Yeah, that works too. That's sweet. That's really sweet. So that makes so much more sense then. Taking the Command the Dreadhorde makes a lot more sense after seeing that. I think we're gonna follow up with Hinterland Harbor into, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a Hydroid Krasis for 6. And we'll gain some life, draw a couple of cards, and try and start rebuilding our board. Discard 2 cards. I think we're looking at Healer of the Glade and probably Overgrown Tomb. And we'll hold on to these 2 lands over here. See if they have the removal spell for the Hydroid Krasis. It's possible that at this point in the game, Scholar might be an okay reanimation target for them. Goes for another Thought Erasure. Maybe takes Hostage Taker? Hostage Taker, Assassin's Trophy, and Jade Light Ranger are the big options there. Does go with the Hostage Taker. I think that that's correct. And they get the Surveil as well. Surveils a Watery Grave to the bin. And we'll see what the follow-up is. Tyrant Scorn on the Krasis. That's pretty good. Attacks for 4. Again, I'm not too worried about our life total. We're at 30 right now. We can take a couple of hits. We'll go for Jade Light Ranger. Wild Growth Walker. I actually don't think I want the Wild Growth Walker right now. And we'll throw down Merfolk Branchwalker as well. Hit another Branchwalker. I guess another Branchwalker's fine. Let's just diversify a little bit. We can play a Watery Grave, and we can play a Llanowar Elf. This cat over here is going crazy. We'll pass the turn then, and turn. This is a really good game of Magic. Just very, very grindy back and forth Magic. it's possible that I made some mistake at some point. Maybe should have played around the master. Return a creature card from your graveyard. Sure. So again, right now, big target would be the Scholar, unless he, of course, surveils one of the other creatures into the min. In terms of our own graveyard, we've got some goodies in there. Again, there's one more Command the Dreadhorde in the deck, and we have, looks like a second Massacre Girl hit the bin. Yeah, that's what they're going for. Seems good. Seems good. So that wipes my board. He's left with a 4/4 again. And some Massacre Girl triggers. Plays the land into a Fibblethip. And that resolves. And we'll go back to us. Play Branchwalker. And we hit another land, unfortunately. This will enter tapped. And we'll pass the turn. So we've got 28 cards. Big hits left in the 28 cards would be 2 more copies of Hydroid Krasis and 1 more copy of Command the Dreadhorde. Those, I think, are our best hits still left in the deck. Of course, we have 2 more copies of Risen Reef as well. Those could be decent little value engines to get things going. And it looks like Blood for Bones, sure. Resolves. Yeah, now he's going to go for the Scholar. That makes sense. And he can return 1 from his graveyard to his hand. He might just go with the Fibblethip for the redraw. Yep. And then probably returns Blood for Bones, and he could go double Blood for Bones. It looks like he's going Chartercourse, and he's going double Chartercourse. Interesting. Sure. That's fine. We'll take 4. And then probably plays the Chartercourse. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we hit Krasis for 9 seems pretty good. Yeah. I love this game so much. Alright. Woodland Cemetery. Man, the problem is he's just gonna ruin my day. Alright. He's just gonna play like some thing to get. What stuff does he have in his graveyard? Massacre Girl, Fibblethip. Okay. We'll Command the Dreadhorde. I think I'm taking. We'll look at my own graveyard first. So this is 3, 6. 6 and 5 is 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sure. Alright. There's a big board of creatures and a bunch of triggers on the stack. There is currently 30 triggers on the stack. Library. Library. I'm gonna end up timing out. This is flawless. Absolutely beautiful. Top tier gameplay. Oh, another Risen Reef? Yes. Take action. Take action. This is everything I've ever wanted right here. We still just lose to a Massacre Girl, but this is everything I've ever wanted. Beautiful. I don't even know how many cards I have left in my library. Enters tapped. Dismiss. 18 cards left. Yeah, we're gonna mill ourselves. I gotta run the one of Jace just so I don't mill myself. I don't even know. I guess just keep all of these on library from here on out. Library. Like, I think with this many Risen Reef triggers on the stack, we still have another 12 Risen Reef triggers. It's impossible. Or, no, we have 13 cards left. I guess we could potentially not mill ourselves. Hydroid Krasis. Yup. Yup. Take action. And it's tapped. And done. There's a Healer of the Glade. My computer is not enjoying what what I just did. Alright, we have 3 cards left in our library. I don't know if there's any way for us to like play around the Massacre Girl at this point. Maybe if I Branch Walker again, that'll let us. Yeah, my computer is not a fan of this at all. Okay, hit land. 2 more triggers. Hit land. 2 more triggers. Okay. Now we have to pass the turn. No attacks. Oh man, how many cards do I have to discard? Discard 14 cards. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not that one. Where's the healer? Why won't it let me click the healer? There we go. 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that must have been 14. Okay, sure. Absolutely beautiful. Play the Massacre Girl, please. Play the Massacre Girl, ruin everything for me. Fibblethip? Okay. Actually, he might need the Fibblethip in order to actually kill these giant wild growth walkers at this point. Blood for Bones, yep. Get back Massacre Girl. Yep, there she is. Did I accidentally discard one of my assassins? Oh, I did. No, I think I could have won if I didn't discard this. Okay, so how many triggers is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I have to Assassin's Trophy the Fibblethip. That could be wrong though. No, that's right. Yeah, I have to Assassin's Trophy the Fibblethip, and then I think my Wild Growth Walkers live. It's possible that I did my math wrong. In fact, it's very, very possible that I did my math wrong. Please, Wild Growth Walkers, live through this. Please. Oh my god, I am so good at this game! Yes! Yes! And then next turn we just hostage take her, the Massacre Girl, and we attack with 2 Wild Growth Walkers for the win. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't have a kill spell. Please, please don't have a kill spell. Just pass the turn. Don't do anything else. Just pass the turn. Don't you dare. Oh my god, I'm so upset. Oh, I'm so upset. Now, yep. Dang. Alright. Well, we lose. I was so excited. Oh, I was so excited. Alright, good game. That was beautiful. There it is. Alright. Oh, that was so good. Alright, the last game that I played really wasn't much of a game, so I just cut it out of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, that game was insane. That was ridiculous. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. It really showed off what the deck is capable of doing, and the deck is so much fun. Again, even though we lost that game, I had so much fun playing it, as you guys could obviously tell. If you want to put together the deck, of course, you guys can see the list here, as well as I went over it in the beginning of the video. The mana base, you could definitely fix up a little bit too. It's nothing too crazy. You could potentially play some tap lands instead of all of these other rare duels if you don't have the wild cards to do so. I mean, I have 12 rare, 11 mythic wild cards right now that I still have to find uses for, so I'm pretty good when it comes to these lands. But if you don't have them, then of course just play maybe like some guild gates or potentially something else. But again, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Be sure to leave a like on it if you guys did enjoy it. Tell me your thoughts on the deck in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys here next time for another Magic the Gathering video.